All right. The gate was 7 million. Attendance 17,741. Fight of the night, no shocker. Blades and Hokett. Performance of the night, Hokett and Olberg. Who's got the first question?
Hello. First of all, crazy card, crazy night of fights. We'll start with the main event. It looked like Jiri had it in the bag. Carlos is on one leg, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, this sport can still surprise us. Give us your reaction to
Crazy. Yeah, the fight was over. I mean, but I guess it ain't over till it's over. Incredible comeback win. Yeah, and we don't know 100%, but you saw he was kicking that front leg, and the front leg was bothering him, and then all of a sudden the back leg hurts. Could be an ACL.
Yeah, that would suck for him, right? If did Jiri in the cage said that he saw the leg injury and then almost felt like a sense of mercy towards Carlos. Did you feel like he kind of took his foot off the gas when he saw Carlos was hurt?
Well, I didn't necessarily feel it, but some people were saying to me he was goofing around and he was doing this and that, but, yeah, I mean, when you got a guy hurt, you got to finish him until the ref jumps in and stops it, so.
Yeah. There are quite a lot of people in the world who are not a big fan of Josh Hockett's shtick.
Yeah,
but when you go
I'm one of them.
When you go out and fight like that, though, it kind of makes the character stuff irrelevant, and he put on an insane...
He walked the talk tonight, you know what I mean? When people come out and say stupid shit and have sort of a shtick, it's not my thing. But nothing but respect for both of those men tonight in that fight. It was unbelievable, and yeah, you won't hear a word out of me from here on out about him. He like I said, he walked the talk, so.
Can you explain how...
It's one thing to have a shtick and act, whatever, and it's another thing to go in and fight the number 5 ranked guy in the world who was a bad dude and do what he did to him tonight.
And for heavyweights as well, like over 300 strikes for heavyweights is a crazy pace as well. Can you explain to us how Josh ended up fighting, or will fight, Derek Lewis on the White House?
So what's crazy is, organically, about an hour before that, the president said to me, "Why is Derek Lewis not on the White House card?" I said, "I'll be back in 5 minutes." I went and called Derek Lewis, said the president wants to know why you're not on the White House card, and Derek Lewis said, "Politics. Politics kept me off the White House card." And I said, "Do you want to fight on the card?" And he said, "I absolutely want to fight on the card. Tell the president thank you." So then I told Mick Maynard, find a fight for Derek. Let's talk about it next week and whatever. Then the Hokett fight happens, and Joe Rogan, I had the headphones on, Joe Rogan goes, "Is there another slot open on the White House card for Hokett?" And I go, "Holy shit." So I grabbed Mick and I said, "Go back there and talk to see if he's in." And Hokett was getting into an ambulance and said yes.
Genuinely curious, why does Trump love Derek Lewis so much? Like Colby I get, Masvidal I get. Where did the Derek Lewis love come from for Donald Trump?
He's a fan. He likes Derek Lewis. He likes his personality. He likes the way he fights. I don't know. I mean, what makes us a fan of anybody, I don't know what it is, but the president loves Derek Lewis.
And you just said you won't criticize Josh for his character work, but if he's on the White House lawn saying some of this dumb shit, is any part of you going to be like, ah?
Yeah, probably. But then once he gets in the cage, we'll forget all about it.
Dana, pile front right here. Congratulations on the victory. I'm assuming the ice is from all the kicks you threw on Azamat?
Oh, yes. This is, a kick a lot.
Was that the game plan coming in, just to rely heavily on the kicks, especially to the body before going upstairs?
Okay, I'm going to say Portuguese, okay? Fabiano's here to help me. O plano é basicamente esse, chutar muito, né? Eu acho que eu posso falar isso. The plan was basically that, kick a lot, he southpaw. I used to fight very well against southpaws. And, the kicks hurt a lot, him and me. And I had every movement that he made mapped on my game, of his game plan. We are prepared for all of this. The coach made an unbelievable job. Johnny, Badola, Neto, Kelson, André Benkei. So I know every single movement from him, and I expect a tough fight, but I was ready and locking in to finish this fight. Right, Fabiano?
From the second round into the third round, it looks like you just came out really aggressive looking for that head kick finish. So I guess was there adjustments between rounds, or did you see something at the end of the second that you felt you could take advantage of?
Yeah, I felt in the second a little bit tired, more than I expect when I fight for 185. I think the body weight cobrou o preço.
Pay the price.
Pay the price. And but once I connect one knee on his face and he started to bleed, I think that was the turn point. And I think he felt a little bit more vulnerable and damaged. And in the third round, I think he was more. Ele ficou pouco apreensivo, pouco mais na defensiva.
Then I get a little more apprehensive and be more on the defensive side.
And then I capitalized.
I would imagine your mind is probably racing all over the place at the moment, right? Because it's meant to be potentially the best night of your career, and yet now you're walking around limping, and we're not sure how that's going to be. So what exactly are you thinking and the emotions are right now?
Yeah, you're right. It is all over the place at the moment, and it hasn't really sunk in. But the team is happy. We're happy. We came in and we got the job done, and that's what we are here for, is to get that title, and we did that.
You said at the press conference that you would do whatever it takes, right? If it became a firefight, you would do it, and then your ACL potentially goes in the fight. What is going through your mind when that happens? Is it just like not even thinking about it, or is it like, okay, how do I adapt? What goes through your mind when that injury happens?
Yeah, it's just adapting on the fly. We've had issues like this before. We're in a big fight, and you expect things like this to happen. So I never counted myself out at any moment, but we knew that this was going to be an issue at the time, and how do we adapt with it? How do we adapt to it?
Is this like a thing that you'd had through camp as well?
No, it just happened on the night.
You said, like, look, you're going to adapt and stuff like that, but when your balance is completely off, right, and you're falling because he's kicking it back, and I'm sure it's hurting a lot, are you starting to think, like, am I going to have to grapple? Am I just going to have to try and bang him out in one punch? What strategy-wise goes through your mind at that point?
Just sticking to the plan, sticking to the game plan, and I think that's what got us there in the end was staying calm, and whatever fire came through us. So, I guess Jiri made the mistake of coming forward as I was on the cage, and he walked into that left hook.